Greetings, ladies and gents, and welcome to this latest edition of Tales from Outer Space, where I take stories from across the internet and read them for your entertainment. This particular story is called You Done Goofed, written by Darth Jester 13. Death, pain, blood, a gunshot, pain. Adam awoke with a start. What the hell was that? He had felt a pain in his chest, which had awoken him, his heart still racing from the incoherent nightmare. He clutched his chest, hands touching his shirt. He pulled his hand away and looked at it. No blood, wait. Why would there be blood? A headache started forming. Should there be blood? I don't think there should be. I look okay, but why am I wearing clothes? Finally, he looked up from himself and paid attention to where he was. He was not in his house. He was not at his office. He wasn't at any friends' houses. From the reddish tint to the light and the smell of sulfur, it looked like a fair approximation of Christian hell, complete with gouts of flame and the barren flaming wasteland. It was also hot as well. Hell, he guessed. A sound to his rear and to the right drew his attention. He turned, and if he had any doubts, they were cast aside. If the Balrog from Lord of the Rings and Nurgle from Warhammer had a baby, it would look like this thing. A tall, definitely demonic monstrosity entity was there, and what wasn't burning looked like what was rotting or decaying. A particularly brutal-looking spear materialized in its hand as it grinned and spat with glee. "Welcome to hell!" It stabbed Adam, and everything went blank. 2 days later, Adam was hanging from his bound wrists, stripped to his waist and angry. He had woken up mere moments after being stabbed by Asmodeus, which was the name of his welcome party, as he had found out later. His past few days had been filled with beatings, lashings, defilement, and subjugation. What had he done to deserve this? He wasn't even Christian. Asmodeus chuckled. "Now you ain't. But God and Satan finally decided to let us get our hands on an atheist. They were sheltering you guys for so long, putting you away in that pocket reality. But like you are the first of that they let us get a hold of. Do you know how much I had to give up to get you? And you are a fun one, ain't you?" Jeez, what a dick that one is. "Oh, thanks, you gotta make me blush, man." Asmodeus pulled back his whip and lashed at him again. Initially, this had hurt, like, well, hell. But the whippings let Adam think on the nature of his situation. He didn't believe in any of this, but something that Asmodeus had tickled his mind. Why was he the first one, and why did they heal him? Crack. And what the hell was that whip made of? "Who knows, don't care. I will go down as the first demon to wreck an atheist, though. It'll be great. And me heal you? Not a chance, man. That's just how it works here for you lot. Oh, and P.S. This whip is all me, bucko." To prove his point, the whip shimmered and changed, growing hooks and spikes. I really shouldn't have thought that. Nope. Crack. 3 days later, Asmodeus was off, administrating to another of his charges, giving Adam a precious hours to rest and heal and think. He had a plan, and was almost ready to try it out, his theory. "Plotting something, eh?" Crap. Well, in for a pinch, I guess. Pain lanced down Adam's back, and he cried out. Asmodeus chuckled and drew back his arm again, then snapped it out. Then something changed. The whip lashed at Adam, and though it cut through his clothes, it didn't mark his skin. Looks like I was right. Asmodeus took a step back. What the feck did you do?" "I think I'm learning. You pompous prick." Adam stood and slowly, methodically began advancing to the demon. Asmodeus' whip changed form to a spear, and it darted at Adam's head. Adam didn't even bat an eye. The spear smashed into Adam's head, shattering. "Ow! How in the hell are you doing that?" In response, the booming voice resonated into the torture chamber. "I figured it out. It took me a few days, but I finally get it. The reason why I was the first. Why our souls heal. Why we have clothes." Asmodeus shifted away. He had to tell the higher-ups about this. He coalesced into Demon HQ, eyes darting, looking for his boss. Where was Abaddon? Someone had to tell Lucifer. A sound like a lightning bolt crashing into earth and shockwave burst from behind him. Asmodeus was thrown forward into his peers and co-workers. What in the heaven was that?
I wasn't done, Asmodeus.
Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me.
What the hell did you do, Asmo?
Belial screamed at him from the far end of the office.
He was a demon. He did what your kind always does. Feck everything up. Where is your boss, Asmodeus? I want to talk to him.
Belial stepped from behind his desk, scoffing and walking towards Adam.
You think that you are worthy to hold an audience with Lord Lucifer? You forget your place, human. You are mere...
Belial was cut off as his body exploded in a fountain of gore and putrid flesh.
Shh! Adults are talking.
Asmodeus was in shock. Adam hadn't even moved. Belial just exploded. How? How had he done that? That was Archdemon and deity-level power.
I will ask again, Asmodeus. Where is your boss?
Asmodeus sighed. Follow me. Asmodeus turned and walked through the office, heading to the doors in the back. Adam followed, and as he moved, demons backed away, trying to get as much distance from the human as they could. Asmodeus walked through the doors, which opened to a corridor with a glowing red portal. Asmodeus walked to the portal and stopped, turned, and stood beside the portal. This is what you're looking for, Adam. Asmodeus looked down as Adam approached, twitching at every one of Adam's footfalls.
What's wrong, Asmodeus? You are abnormally quiet today.
You're going to kill me, ain't you? Adam shook his head as he walked through the portal. As he passed Asmodeus, he said quietly and coldly,
Of course not. I'm not a demon.
As Adam stepped through the portal, he found himself in a giant chamber. Eldritch ruins on the floor. In the center of the room was a throne fashioned of bones and metal. In the throne lounged the most beautiful 15-foot-tall winged man that Adam had ever seen. He had long flowing white hair and was in robes with gold bracelets. There were pulsing red runes along his hairline and down the side of his neck.
You must be Lucifer, and I'll be damned if you ain't the most anime-looking thing that I have ever seen outside of actual anime.
The beautiful creature looked bored as he looked up, and a flicker of shock passed over his golden eyes. A sibilant and seductive voice sounded around Lucifer.
Well, thou, what have we here? Name's Adam Fairchild. I've been a guest here for a few days. Here to complain about the living conditions of my staff? No, here to deliver a message. And what would that message be? 5 or so days ago I died. I came here. Apparently I was the first.
Lucifer's eyes widened.
Ah, so you're all the atheists that Asmodeus has been breaking in. Yeah, that's me. I think I figured it out. Yeah. Why you guys never really took in one of us before?
Lucifer seemed bemused.
Pray tell, why is that? Because we question.
Why would that matter?
Questions matter. It is how we learn. For example, why am I here? Why am I getting tortured? Why? It kind of goes with the territory. Hell is not meant to be comfortable. Why does no one here ever let me finish? We hear it all so tediously often that we just wish to save time. Yeah, I got that. But I think this goes deeper. Smaller questions lead to bigger questions like, why do I heal? Why do I have my clothes? Do I even need to breathe? Can I die?
Lucifer's eyes narrowed for a moment.
Small questions, mortal. That's just it, though. I'm not mortal. I'm dead.
Lucifer was instantly in Adam's face with a thunderous backhand across his face, smashing Adam to the ground.
Know your place, worm.
Adam slowly stood up, not even a mark on his skin.
Those questions lead to bigger questions like, is this pain even real? Is this damage even real? Do I only take damage because I think I should take damage?
Lucifer started looking more and more concerned as Adam spoke on, and a large ornate spear forming in his hand.
Interesting theory. Shall we test it? I wouldn't recommend it, Chuckles. Let's think about this for a minute. You have removed me from a body bound by laws of physics and conservation of matter and energy. After numerous tests, I have come to the conclusion that I am only bound by my imagination and my will.
As fast as lightning, Lucifer struck with his spear. It passed cleanly through Adam, who continued with his speech as if nothing had happened.
You and God have let some of the most questioning souls into a world in which the only thing that governs them are the laws and rules to which they place upon themselves. You and your minions ruled the souls you have dealt with in the past because you had generations of indoctrination in place in their mind. They were weak because they felt they were weak. This world seems only bound by the contents of will, and in all creation, do you know anything more stubborn than a human?
Hints of fear started seeping into Lucifer's eyes as he started backing away from Adam. Adam began advancing on Lucifer, slowly growing in size as he advanced.
You think you ruled here? You ruled because the souls in the past let you. You think now that I know that humans are gods here, that we are not bound by physics or biological limits, that you will maintain anything resembling power?
Adam now towered over Lucifer, growing more and more resplendent with each step. Looking down at Lucifer, he chuckled.
Keep dreaming, Chuckles. You and God have had your chance. We won't be kept down by you, by him, by reality. This is our time. Like I said initially, I have come to deliver a message. Look, whatever you want, just go. Leave me and the balance alone. You think that we will sit here after generations of being controlled? Not happening. I'm going to free all the souls trapped into servitude. We are our own minds and souls. We will explore this world, and we will create a new kingdom, a human kingdom. It might not be heaven, and it sure won't be hell, but it will be ours.
Lucifer looked more and more dejected with every word.
Finally, he looked up. What is your message? You done goofed.
End of story. I would just like to thank the T5 supporters: Bushmaster 117, Casper Arnholtz, Draxzoon WRE, Elijah Silvercross, Gray, John Carrington, and Severin Cerberus. Thank you very much.